I'm done. I finished. I'm done.
When you complete the speedrun tournament,
Oh, I'm sorry.
type done in your own Twitch chat.
All right. Well, then, if you guys are both set, then we'll do it on the count of 3.
Okay.
We'll do
Go for it.
1, 2,
Wiener!
3. Wiener.
Wiener!
Double plus wiener.
I kept Elric on just a little bit longer so he could hear me say wiener.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Alright, he's off.
Oh my god. Timer begins.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say it right up front. Elric has a weird computer, and it's gonna do weird shit tonight. Weird shit that we cannot anticipate. It is.
Is it gonna take a weird shit? Because I don't want to deal with that.
It might poop. I don't know what it's gonna do.
So heads up, it looks like Elric's stream is maybe 8 to 10 seconds ahead of Atherin's on my screen right now that we're all watching, and so bear that in mind. I will pop a refresh when they finish the first region, but bear that in mind.
I'm sure Atherin would not begrudge him the head start. Elric is a heavy underdog for this match tonight. And Atherin is well aware of that.
So then, all right, who's your favorite? It sounds like you've got one. Who is your
favorites,
prediction?
both of them. Atherin Fire has been an amazing boon to our project. He's been a very public voice for how great it is. He's been at the very top of the leaderboards for a long time. And he's just a really nice guy. And Elric, we've known for a very long time.
Yeah.
He's a super fan and super friend. Ken Elric.
If you know Elric.
Elric competed in our previous tournament. Wiener won.
Wiener the first.
At the time, it was just called Wiener.
The first big wiener.
So yeah, they're both my favorite. But I have to say that the edge is clearly on Atherin's side in this match.
So let's take a look at strategy for a sec. Wow, Atherin is ahead at the moment, despite that lag I talked about.
Yeah, I mean we focus on Elric just a bit because he's a very fun guy and it's fun to focus on him. But and also Atherin is very humble and he doesn't brag about how good he is at this game. He's either number 1 or number 2 on a lot of leaderboards, or sometimes number 3 when Cole knocks him out too. He's going to impress us right now, I think. And we won't see it coming because he didn't brag.
So Elric was confiding in us before the match started on Them Dare Discords. Ken Elric. He was just saying that he was afraid that he may not complete, and so he's running a fairly defensive party. He's actually running Gwen, Sarah, Clark, Violet. That leaves you with 1 true DPS, and the other ones are, tank, hybrid healer. I gotta tell you, he may run the risk of not killing a mini-boss before song ends. If you're looking at his progress meter right now, so if you look at the meter, I'm going to adjust here with my mouse, this meter right here on his screen, the green bar represents how close to the mini-boss and how close to killing the mini-boss he is. The yellow meter beneath it represents how far along the song we are. If the song is ahead of the par damage, so to speak, you're going to see a little bit of red there, and we're seeing it with the song nearly over, so Elric is running a genuine risk of non-completion by virtue of not killing a mini-boss.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to
get
ahead of there with the flame,
this
and
is...
he cast Splash. I think Elric is nervous. I think he's truly nervous. Hopefully his reflexes will get him through this first song.
Wow.
Oh no.
No. Oh, Ken Elric.
Come on.
Oh, Ken Elric.
No.
This has to kill.
Oh no, it's not.
Yes! Oh my god, Sweet Fancy Moses!
What? Holy crap, alright, I can't
Sweet Fancy Moses, Elric! Oh my god, not like this!
I don't even
Not like this! Oh my god, I just pooped all the pants. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat, I just pooped all your pants. All the pants!
Alright, so that was the first song. So, let's take a breath and try to compose ourselves. I'm going to switch over to Atherin for a moment, and he's killing it. He's got big head mode on, which is great. He's down in enemies pretty quickly, pretty much 1-2 hits each time, and not worried about him the way I am Elric at the moment. I think he is on his, he's about to start his 3rd song.
The last stop for a 2nd song?
That's the 3rd.
Okay, I knew
so
that.
he's starting.
I know where I am.
And back to Elric, because I can't look away.
Well, let's talk about Atherin's strength. I think
Elric's in the red.
Looks doomed again. He's very in the red.
Look where the action is. He's deeply in the
Elric,
red.
when you watch this VOD, I want you to know that I love you very much from the heart of my bottom and the bottom of my heart.
I love you too, Elric.
Oh man.
Atherin is just finishing this song now. He's gonna down this boss in the very next hit.
All right, so looking at Elric's strategy, which I hope to see for a lot longer than it seems.
Yeah, I am worried.
How would you describe this? I mean, he's hitting his weaknesses appropriately. He's playing well.
I can see Elric's
Well, I had some things I wanted to talk about. I'm really concerned that I'm not going to have the time to get them out.
Punch him out.
Well, Elric let me know how he chose this team, and it was I think he said something similar actually when we were starting the cast, but he just picked them because they're girls. Like
that's right. He went for the all-girl kill squad.
Yeah, so I don't know. I know he's been practicing a lot. I know he's been watching the other matches, so he might just be trolling us a little bit. I mean, I think that first song absolutely went it got out of hand, but he's messing with us just a little bit.
I want that to be true.
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
So Atherin is about to start his fifth song.
This couldn't be more exciting, though. Let's be honest. This couldn't be more exciting.
Yeah, I wish I had two sets of eyes because I really want to deeply watch them both.
Okay, Elric's. My heart's settling a little bit. This is a very different sort of race than one expected.
Elric is a very kind and entertaining man.
Don't talk about him like he's dead.
No. I use the present tense, but he makes me laugh. He's a funny guy. He says funny things. Also, he's got mad Twitter skills, and he's making us laugh on Twitter almost every day.
I'm trying to relax.
So I just keep laughing when I look over.
So let's take a moment. Let's listen in on Atherin.
I'm so happy that he's in the tournament.
Being at work today, knowing I had to.
So what you can hear, Dave, I know you can't hear, but stream can hear Atherin right now talking about his nerves on his channel.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna turn him up on my end.
I had no idea what was gonna happen.
So Atherin, like I said, nerves a little bit. Playing on big head mode should be noted. If you want to play on big head mode, the cheat code is noggins. Noggins at the start menu. Love it. So alright, let's take a real look at Atherin's strategy. Atherin looks to be on a fairly classic build. You've got the tank, the healer, 2 damage dealers. Looks like you said, there's the water element not fully represented, but that's okay. He's got all the rest in full effect.
Should have inspired him.
So
let's talk about that actually. Is it a mistake not to represent the water element?
Well, somebody mentioned this on the forums this week, but I hadn't truly really realized that there's only really one primary water offensive ability, which is Splash.
I have to cut you off because that was not a surprise. We definitely talked that over, and I'm sure you're getting. There's ways to counteract it.
I expect every match to be separated by 20 seconds the entire time.
Yeah. Well, you could do the wet miss wet wetner.
The water converter will turn any hero's attack into water, and also Sarah does have that secondary.
Ryan in chat is very likely correct. Sarah probably has the water element and has drip as her secondary, which is actually a really strong water ability.
Very smart.
Of course, you can't use it at will, but yeah. So it looks like Atherin's got kind of a classic strategy, right? Get your taunt up, get your inspire up. Actually, I don't think he is taunting. I think he's using the Gentle Kiss, which is Gwen's ultimate weapon, making her bash do more damage, and using that to defend himself instead, doing significant damage while he stuns, keeping Inspire up, and just using Reckless and Attack to pour out that damage. So far, it seems like a really solid strategy. I don't see any reason that his health should get into serious jeopardy. Gwen, I think, really makes such a difference in the speedrun. If you bring Gwen and a proper tank to this fight, your chances of survival, I feel like, go way up. You, of course, have one less straight damage dealer, and that's a decision you got to make. But I think I might.
You think you might skip the water element?
No, might bring Gwen.
So I'm getting ahead of myself?
Oh, as Atherin.
Yeah. Ryan T. Russell's pointing out Atherin seems to be only using first tier every time. I think that's true with the exception of his cure is Sarah's tier 2, and he's using it only when he needs to, and Inspire is Wade's tier 2, so he's using that when he needs to. I think what he's tried to do is keep it simple, but he is still using buffs and things when they make sense.
What's up, Lo?
Yeah, I would say it's absolutely no mistake that Atherin is on the first tier. He's being
We're working on it here. We're working on it.
He's counting every millisecond, so he just doesn't want to go into the second tier unless he really has to.
Yep. Cool from chat asks, so Danny, can I use the fart cheat when I'm playing? Oh, most definitely, yes. You can definitely, you can fart all over our wiener. Jesus Christ, I just said that. I'm so sorry. It's true. That's not inaccurate. I'm so sorry that I said that. Dear everyone in the universe, I'm so sorry that happened just now.
So I'm getting less and less worried about Elric.
Yes.
Though his pace is just ahead of the par, so he's gonna outlast. I think he'll survive this song for sure. I don't know if I see him getting past Region 3. He was remarking earlier that he was really having trouble on Region 3.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's why, in part, his build is so defensive, his all-girl kill squad. But
it's really an
I gotta
all-girl
say,
protect squad.
That's true. But I feel like, I don't know, whether it's his nerves loosening up, whether he's just getting the swing of the party and his current build, like you said, he's not at the same level of risk that he was when we started this out.
And Atherin is really just sailing along. So I don't know if he's trying to set a personal best today, or if he's just trying to, get through with a decent time. But he is likely to set a world record if he's up to it. It feels like he's done it before.
Sure. Yeah. So notice one more thing we hadn't talked about: different team attacks from the two competitors. Atherin Fires rocking the solo team Bum Rush. Elric is rocking the Buffatronic, which we haven't seen anybody use in this tournament yet.
Yeah, it's good to see Buffatronic Prime represented in this tournament. I've not really run Gotta Go Fast mode with that team attack on, but I always kind of supposed that it would be a great way to not bother buffing your party. Just buff them. You'd have to also have the team attack item, and he doesn't have that.
But exactly to that end, I feel like that's probably the least suited team attack to use with the team attack item. Like, why would you want to buff right before the song ends, right? You get extra team attack, but it's reset at the beginning of every fight. If you have the team attack that gives you auto-inspire focus haste, I'm going to want that when the song starts. And really not right before the boss dies.
Sure.
Get full value.
That's a good point.
It's actually a really good pick for his party because he
middle of the song though.
It's a cool pick too because his party doesn't have Groover who can focus in haste. He doesn't have Wade who is the normal Inspire party member. He doesn't have Enlighten with Sarah, so that's actually filling a gap in his party that he really does have. Like there is no overlap.
You still have not had one Groover in the makeup so far.
I am surprised by this.
I am not.
Because with haste,
I said before, he'll make the finals. He'll be in both teams in the finals.
I feel like you use Florination, you use haste, and because everyone's track recovers so quickly, you don't in fact need to use all 4 every turn. You can limit yourself to 2 and even 3. So even if Groover's only there to provide a permanent haste, that might mean that you can waste a spot, so to speak, on a defensive party member that could otherwise be offensive, because you don't have to use him every turn.
So I take it you wouldn't bother with Contrail Apes then, as Groover?
No, that would not be my pick for him. For him, it's always Herbs, I guess, Florination, Phantom Time. Lately, also Big Farm, actually, because since we've been spoiling a little bit of upcoming DLC packs, there is an item coming up that affects Big Farm that I think takes it from a pretty good to seriously strategic consideration.
Yeah, I didn't agree with you at first, and I've come around on it. I think that actually makes Groover far more viable for me than he has been in the past. I really enjoy the new, let's say, the augmentation to Big Farm.
Yeah, I love that item. I love from our DLC last week the Lightning Rod, which makes strikes thrice. The lightning does progressively more damage as each hit hits the same target multiple times in a row. So if you do it when their health is high. What is it? Pierce's new stealing weapon. We're looking for ways to give abilities that are maybe not the best, or even might be kind of a different way to use them, or to kind of put them back on the table for consideration.
Yeah, I'm of the DLC items. I would say that the ribbon is my favorite.
Yeah. So let's take a closer look at Atherin right now. Atherin just got to the first boss of the first region, so I'm going to swap over to his audio. what you're hearing now is Beoglu Knights, the first boss, as Athrun fights him.
Damn it.
And you're hearing Athrun's voice. Voice of Athrun Fire. Because he's Athrun AF.
I've often wondered if that is actually intentional to mean as fuck when he puts it on his Twitter.
What was that word? I don't know that word. We don't use that
when
in my
Athrun
house.
says he's AF and that's his initials, but his Twitter handle is often like Athrun AF,
right.
or
TwitchCon
AF, or Metronomicon AF and stuff.
So I would say
I never asked if he's aware.
I would say that this fight, the spider, is the only fight in the game that Athrun's really going to suffer in any real way for not having Splash with him. This is the fight where, you know, you're fighting this guy the whole song, he's Fire Elemental, Splash is going to do the most damage. But at the same time, none of the other bosses are Fire Elemental, so I think it's a loss worth taking.
I'm actually going to remind you that he actually does have Drip, and he's hoping that it procs at the right time, and also the dragon is fire, so he's going to have the same problem.
The dragon is fire. Well, I'm a big stinky butt who's as stinky as a poop.
No, you're a very smart man, but the dragon's fire as well, so he's going to have that problem again in Region 3.
Cool says, I wonder if anybody else wants to try Groover's strat before. I'm telling you, fresh mountain air, fresh mountain air pumps. There's something to that. There's got to be some way to make that powerful. That feels really powerful to me.
Danny, you've got, I think
Athrun
maybe
Fire
like
done with Dungeon 1.
probably
Do I have
600 or
Groover goggles?
700 jokes that you've written in the game, and they're kind of stashed all around as item descriptions and stuff.
Sure.
I don't know why, but one of the things that makes me laugh the most is the fact that you named that item Pumps with like 5 U's. I don't know, it gets me every time.
That I didn't start my timer.
It's very funny.
I don't want to know what time I'm running right now.
Let's hop back over to Mr. Elric's audio. Ken Elric. And for everyone listening, that's not his real name.
Yeah, so I didn't think you'd be saying it this much, but I'm pleased that you do recall he's Ken Elric. You randomly named him that in the middle of the last Wiener tournament. But yeah, how far behind is our friend Elric at this time?
I'm going to say 2 songs. Well, we're looking at background 4. Or rather, the third background of Region 1. So I'm assuming he's either on Song 9 or on Song 7. Yes.
Yeah, it's probably Song 9.
Well, let's take a listen. This is Hollow Bodies. Hollow Bodies Song 7, isn't it?
That is Song 7.
Yeah. So quite a gap.
So, is it that Elric is going slow, or that Athrun is going very fast? Is he going fast AF?
I think it's both.
It might be both.
We were wrong. That was Song 7. Nope, 6. I don't know, I'm dumb. I'm dumb at this. You know, I don't know facts. Yeah. Facts are boring and stupid.
Take that, Grumpus.
Yeah, well, Cool just tweeted me a quote from myself. Yes, Internet, you can fart all over our wiener. Which he just won't reply to.
I see Ryan T. Russell is present in Athrun Fire's chat. I don't want to stalk him, but I really want to know that he accepts my apology for kicking him off of Discord yesterday, which was a mistake. And also, I need a way to send him a link. It has to come from me, or else he can't get back onto the server with a permanent link.
Huh.
So
you like kicked it, like you mod kicked him?
Yeah, I kicked him off. I didn't mean to. It was a total mistake, but I can't get him back until I can discreetly send him a permanent link directly from me.
So this is all fair.
So, sorry, Ryan. And QQ Havoc says Athrun is secretly Dr. Manhattan. Is this true?
This is true. Ryan Olaz from chat, sorry if I butchered your last name, but Ryan says, I noticed some of the songs don't come in the order they are on the list.
They come in the order of the bonus songs come after the regular songs. So
right, indeed. Yes.
There are 7 songs in each region that are the default songs, and then afterwards we play the bonus songs. That's why you see the background hop back and forth. But it's semi-intentional / repeatable, so it's fine.
Yeah, well, no, it's intentional fully. Yeah. You're absolutely right. In this mode and in No P Breaks, what you get is the 7 basic songs, then the first bonus song, the second bonus song, then the boss song. You're absolutely right.
And also, Ryan Olaz is a unicorn wizard, and he has just locked in his position next Wednesday at 5 p.m. against Samsonite _D, for what is to be probably the final match of round 1. But they're locked in now. We got Unicorn Wizard.
Oh, Ryan T. Russell says he is not accepted. He is hated. Ryan, it is not true. Not everyone hates you. Only Dave hates you.
Wait, which chat is this in where we're hating
Puuba
me?
Danny chat.
I don't see that. You're not. I don't hate you, Ryan. Also, Ryan thinks we don't remember him, or that I don't remember him. But we met him at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
We had dinner together.
Yeah. Went over to Stone.
Yes. And I remember all the nice things that he said and all the secrets he told me.
He didn't tell you my secrets.
I can't get him back on Discord. It's driving me
This
crazy.
Uber is quite powerful.
He says I knew it.
Taking another closer look at Athern Fire as I take a bad time because he's loading.
Or no, Elric is typing in chat over there, I mean.
Oh, I forgot I was in camera while I was dancing.
Yeah, I lost your audio completely.
Did you really? I just wasn't
Yeah,
talking
you're
for
back.
a minute. No, I just was quiet for. I was changing the video input and then I was dancing and then I forgot that video input shows me dancing. I don't know how to vote. Can you tell I don't know how to vote?
Nicely done.
Sounds about right.
I don't know any dance with sprinkler. Lawnmower. And then, I don't know, the wacky waving arm flailing inflatable tube man. That's all the dances I know. That's all 3 of them.
Keep my eye on Elric. See, his health is no longer a concern. It has never been a concern, really. But his progress, it still worries me. I still see his progress meter out of the corner of my eye.
Later on, you'll see some more of my
Is
tricks.
he gonna make it?
Later on in the tournament, I mean. In other
Oh,
rounds.
you guys hear that? Atherin says later on we're gonna see his tricks. He's holding back his lead strats right now. Love it.
So he's gonna burst at the end. By the way, going incredibly fast already, but
No,
he's
I
gonna
think he
burst.
means later matchups.
Oh, okay. That's a confident man, and honestly, he's been number 1 in the leaderboards many times, and probably still is on many songs. So I would expect to see fireworks from him, and I expect him to have the confidence to have multiple builds, and for him to hold back a bit. So we're at 21 minutes now, and Atherin is Region 2. That's pretty good.
No way! So, another fun production fact. So, we briefly considered doing the voice acting ourselves before we realized I am a terrible actor and have no speaking voice for that. But
Just say one of us considered it and the other one was patient.
well, I thought it was worth trying. I agreed with you in the end that I sounded like 2 butts having a butt party. But we spent like what, I don't know, 2-3 hours at most, like trying, and we knew that like we didn't have a studio, so Elric didn't get the counter there.
Oh no.
Oh,
Elric's
Elric, yeah.
Elric is out of round 1. Well, we knew it could happen.
We knew there was a risk of it. So Elric.
The good news is he gets to join us on Discord now.
Yeah, be able to defeat the boss before the boss ran away. Oh man, that sound you hear is the crushing sound of defeat.
I know it is.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that.
Hi, Elric.
That's right.
I love
Hey,
the
bud.
sound though. I had so much fun.
Oh,
I
man.
was very worried about you after the first
That
song,
sound
or
you hear
let's
is
say
the
the
crushing
entire first song, where you almost didn't kill the mini boss.
With the 0 second
Elric.
victory.
Yes,
Yes.
that
I
was.
was a little afraid that wouldn't register.
So, I mean, what
I'm not
happened
gonna
today?
lie.
What happened today? Was
Well,
it
now I gotta
nerves? Because I
finish.
know you were able to get very far previously.
Yeah, we'll chalk it up to nerves. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like a great explanation.
Nope.
It might have been that I was missing a few notes that I normally don't
What
miss.
happened?
Yeah, I know. At that last one, you got that
They can
meteor
pull me
strike
back into
that the boss was
Discord if they
doing
want.
right
I
as...
know,
Tell
and
them
I
they can
missed
pull me
the
back into
two,
Discord
like I
if they
missed it,
want.
so it didn't at least do damage.
Yeah, I think that would have been the kill shot too. I think had
If
you
I
gotten
did
that...
damage, it would have been fine.
Yeah, I know. At that last one, you got that meteor
As soon as I stumbled
strike
on that,
the
I was
boss
like, oh dear
doing
god.
right
And then a
as-
second one came right before I could do any lightning damage.
Poop, 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 poop. Yeah, I think that would have been the kill
Yeah,
shot
there was
too.
a
I
lot
think
of-
had you gotten that.
There was a lot of roughness.
Yeah.
I like the big head that Athrun Fire is doing though.
Yes.
So we've had some casualties today. Like
Yeah.
people not able to finish. We
This
had
game is really
Elon
hard,
died.
but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like it's the degree of difficulty of going from every song one after another with your cheat code challenges, because your cheat codes don't actually make things easier, they actually make things a lot harder.
This is true.
Which is a very interesting, use of cheat codes. But it's I really want to finish it one of these days. That's
Yeah.
gonna be my goal. I'm
Yeah,
probably
we
gonna
don't
try
want to
and
have cheat codes that make the game easier, because then that kind of like it undermines it a bit. It just lets people not
That's why
really
they're called
experience
cheats,
it as built. But if you want to get harder, that's fine.
I
Get
just
harder
find
with
cheat
us.
codes that make it harder more fun. I don't know. That just stems
No, it
from
is a
me
lot more
enjoying
fun. It was amazing. I was surprised that I died on World 1, I'm not gonna lie.
it. Uh-huh.
That was a little unexpected on my side too. I didn't actually last long enough for the stripper to show up. I mean Candygram. So
Right,
my
Candygram,
whole
totally different.
tactic of this whole battle, it didn't work out.
That's right.
So he's gonna get a stripper as a reward
I'll
for
finish
winning,
it.
which is awful.
I'll finish. He didn't kill the first boss.
I was gonna at least get a victory out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're still a winner in my heart. That's what matters.
Well, anybody who gets this game is a winner, and this thing is so awesome. It's so much fun. Every time I come home from work, I play a little bit. It doesn't look like I actually play,
I'll
but I
finish.
do. But it just the music is awesome, right? It's just kind of like you get into a little zone and just relax, kick your feet up.
Yeah.
But I play it probably in a little bit more casual, because I just do the one song at a time, and it seems to be ridiculously easy compared to managing your health over in between fights.
Yeah. Yeah, I think... I don't know, I said it earlier today, but I would not have thought to use the Metronomicon, and having seen people now use it, I realize that I am wrong, and it's a risk, and I need it.
Oh yeah, for this, I don't even know if you could do the all girls and actually be competitive. You can't do enough damage.
Yeah, man, how would I do
You
that?
have
I
to
guess...
build Sarah a little differently.
Yeah, you have to build Sarah for all offensive gear, and then don't even bring Grin, just have her be a damage dealer. And then, geez, maybe... Well, you had Smite on Clark, so that was a good call, like, still trying to squeeze some damage in there.
Yeah, it was actually, that's the worst thing ever, was I died to a water boss, and that's the one thing my party was really good at killing.
Yeah.
Because I had all lightning damage on two characters.
Yeah.
It was a little bit shameful.
Do you want to
Right.
stay and hang out and commentate Athrun's run?
Sure.
Cool.
Tell Elric to start playing on hard.
I don't know if you hear Athrun.
I know, my daughter woke up. She was so excited about this. She was so disappointed that she couldn't play.
Is
That
she up
woke
now?
up and came down. Yeah.
Nice.
So I will be right back.
Yeah.
I've got to put her back to bed, and then I'd love to commentate on Athrun Fire.
Cool.
He's amazing.
We
He's
love you,
right
Ulrich.
on.
Come on back
I
and
love
do
you guys too. You could actually probably tell him. You'd be like, you already won. We could all go to bed early. Just
It's time for naps.
It's time for naps.
Let's watch our country burn to the ground.
That sounds good.
Well, I feel like telling Athrun to stop right now would be a disservice to everybody
Yeah.
who wants to see his amazing skills. Because he is here to prove how good he is, even if he's holding back
Did
maybe
anybody play
slightly.
on hard in the earlier match today?
Did anybody play on hard in the earlier match today? Yeah, both competitors last round played hard.
Now, of course, he cannot hear you
I
respond.
know, I'm typing it into his chat.
Okay.
Oh, every gift Swiftmo tweets makes me happy, makes me laugh.
So how fast do you think Athrun can get the Red King down?
Yeah, cool. Says Elric should just let his daughter play. No one would know.
Yeah, well, you should let I think he has 2 daughters and a son, maybe? It varies. Like, sometimes...
I don't know if it varies.
There's a lot of children running around sometimes in his stream. And I'm never sure how many it is, but I think it's 3. And so having them all 4 play it together on a dance pad and each take one button sounds kind of hilarious.
I think that would be... Yeah, amazing.
But let's talk about splits for just a second.
I can't do them, I'm not...
A-Wine died earlier on 33 minutes and like 8 seconds on our timer at this point. And Atherin just passed that at about 28 minutes, 28:40. So he's pretty far ahead.
So I think Atherin, yeah, is outpacing where A1 was.
But is he outpacing Crumps, who blew me away on Monday? I don't understand. Tuesday. I wasn't expecting Crumps to just kill it the way he did.
No, I just got home from work and
This is one of my favorite songs. This was one of the hardest songs to choreograph when I was doing the hard choreography. I'm not even 100% positive that a couple small parts where he like syncopates his singing is exactly right. I think it is, but this was also one of the most satisfying ones to choreograph. You know, when you get past the chorus and it gets really kind of intricate rhythmically, fun.
Yeah, I think he did a pretty good job. It's fun to play.
Time for the pizza.
Ooh, I'm jealous. My
I
plan.
have pizza left over. I'm gonna be eating after this. And I usually don't have any pizza left over.
I'm eating. I'm asking. Social eating?
Are you trying to converse with our competitor, or is
Well, he's
setting
reading chat.
his
He's
record?
answering chat now and then. You can't hear him, but I've got his audio on.
No, I mean, I that's what I'm saying. Do you think it's wise to type
Oh, I see.
while he's trying to
No.
concentrate? Because I know, like, I mean, Atherin has streamed our game a lot, and actually, he's kind of a community hub for where people go to see like the game played really well and for them to gather. So he's very used to playing at a high level while interacting with chat. But that being said, I know he can't convince his chat not to talk to
my
him.
head, dude.
But we
But
probably
we
should
cannot
have
bug
to.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is DJ Chastain's favorite track on the OSC.
Yeah,
this. So when I went to
No
PAX
Pizza Left
West,
Behind.
God, it seems like it was forever ago, but like 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. Whenever PAX West was, I was singing it all day. Whenever we'd have like a down moment, I'd be hanging out with like Alex, the guy from our publisher Calypso, and I'd just be like singing it in his ear. And if I were him, I would have slapped me, but he was kinder
might
than
start
that.
stun locking off the bat here. Taking a little tiny bit too much damage.
So Dave, what is a QP White Mage? What is a QP Clark?
QP Medic?
What's a QP Clark?
A QP Clark is
Especially
like
from that
a
AoE
regular
there,
Clark,
right?
except it's a doll and it dances, but it doesn't do any abilities.
Oh,
It just stands there.
all
Well,
right.
and bobs. It does the Clark dance, but small.
Interesting. So where do we get to meet the QP Clark?
In the future, by about 16 hours or so.
Wow. All right. Kind of a new mechanic that it. Honestly, I don't think I even told you this, but I was exploring the idea because it seems cool for a more extended sort of expansion idea. It's kind of a handful of the challenges are a good opportunity to see what people think about doing something a bit weirder. Mwah, you guinea pigs, you don't even know it.
Well, you're very good at listening to what it is that people want and then building something that doesn't break, but which otherwise
What's up,
does what it
Spooky?
has for.
What was the name of this game again? The Metronomicon.
What he said. That thing. What he said.
You should buy it.
So beardy. Why did you let me get this dev beard, Dave? You're supposed to be in charge of my personal hygiene.
I'm in charge of a lot of things that probably just shouldn't be in my purview, like reminding you of stuff. But I don't know, just beard
It's
maintenance
almost
is
over.
so low on the list. Shave your beard, Danny.
Or not, as this song would have you believe.
It's me reminding you.
Keep going.
Are you pointing to the chair?
So, yes. So, I have a son now. My son doesn't have a favorite song in the game though yet. He hasn't played it. I think my son might hate me. That's why my son has not played this game yet. That's the
Doesn't
only
he? He loves
explanation.
you. How
No.
can you say that?
No, he never tells me he loves me.
He gets so.
He does.
So we're talking about a little babby.
He's
for
5
everybody
months
who's
old.
Listen,
Yeah.
he gets so excited when Jess brings him downstairs.
This
to,
song is
into
painfully
you.
slow compared to some of the others.
He's
He like lights up. He definitely loves you.
I love
It's
you.
like, oh god, please, more notes.
It's weird.
Why?
Where's the babby right now?
He's at mommy-in-law's. My wife Jess headed out to grab dinner at her mom's place because we're doing some wiener action. And we're married, so she doesn't like to see me do wiener action.
Tell her I'm sorry that wiener action ran so late today.
No,
We changed
that's
scheduled
totally
for
cute.
5 o'clock, but we had to.
Thanks,
We
guys.
actually,
Thanks, yeah.
we're gonna
it's
do a 6 p.m. match again tomorrow because it's the only time cool.
So
That'll be
some
our
people in
last
chat
6
said
p.m.
congrats. Yeah,
I had
it's a
nightmares
brand new
last
Babby.
night about the batteries in my wireless keyboard dying.
Actually, the brand new Babby was born. I'm gonna
We're
change
gonna do
to
a
a
6
quieter
p.m.
chat
match again
so
tomorrow.
I can
because
go
it's the only time
to
cool.
a quieter song so I can tell a story. So my baby Harper, Harper Bradley Dangerbone. His middle name is Danger because I'm a jerk face. Harper was like 2 weeks late, and he was supposed to come right before PAX East. And we were like, come on, baby, come on. And then it was like a day before PAX East, and he hadn't come. So we're like, no, wait, baby, wait. And I was at day 3 of PAX when the baby was born, and I couldn't be there. So all I have is a video of like a crowd of people playing Metronomicon at PAX East, just shouting like, hi, baby! And so that was the beginning of my being fantastic at fatherhood.
Yeah, it's tough to say. It's tough to say if going to PAX was the right decision, but it was
We
great for
talked
the
about it
game.
for months, yeah.
But
This
it would've been-
is
would've
what
been
we
good
do
either.
for work, so we can't make it and not let anyone know. It was unfortunate. It was a bummer, but the show was super fun, and yeah, it was good. We went.
that was the best, hands down, the best convention that we've ever had. I mean, I haven't been to every convention that you've been to, actually, but I think
Hands
it was
down my
the
pants
best.
best convention.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
PAX
think PAX
East,
East is
this
the
year
best.
with the Metronomicon.
Yeah, agreed. Salex, oh my god, my friend Steven's middle name is Danger. That's funny. My middle name is also Danger. My wife's middle name is also Danger. That's the family name.
Yeah, it's on his driver's license. He
When you
shows
see on
people
Twitter,
they can
I'm
believe him.
Puuba Danny. Am I Puuba Danny on Twitter? Or I think I'm Danny Danger. Yeah, Danger's my middle name.
I just like the end of the song. We don't get to hear it. I'm feeling pretty good, Clarity. I'm feeling pretty good.
Dave, what's your middle name?
Dave's butt.
It's Dave's butt? You said it! Is that what you said? I think it was.
Dave, you make me smile.
Elric's back, everybody.
Hashtag Dave's butt.
Welcome back, Elric.
I heard that as soon as I came back, and it made me smile. I now feel 100% better from wiping the first round.
Yeah. So,
Well, I mean, I'm sad that you did not complete, but I'm happy to have you with us a little bit earlier on Discord so we can talk about Elric's amazing, Atherin's amazing skills.
coolest guess of your full name, Dave. Read it from chat. Read it.
I will not.
Read it out loud.
Can't see it.
Dave's butt. Dave.
Yeah, I'm a little bit ahead of myself there.
Part of your Alex, part of your middle name is in your username. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna guess. Your middle name is Xbro.
So do you think this flame chimera will use its meteor attack, or will Atherin kill it before it can?
Just die.
No, I think he's gonna get it first. That stun's gonna make it happen. Yeah, if it wouldn't have either way. It's Samuelita Alexis Brown.
Atherin Buzz that bad. So much hype, so much anticipation.
Should I stop guessing?
So much letdown. On the plus side,
It's
I'm
not
looking at
X Brown.
everyone. I
I'm
think
gonna guess that
means
what
everybody
is
else.
not X Brown. Which is weird because my other middle name is X Brown.
I'm trying to watch Atherin's playstyle and see if I detect the expertness, if I can understand why it is that he's so fast. And I'm actually not. I'm not seeing it. I know it's right in front of me, and I think I'm not smart enough to figure out.
You know, I think it's
When
just
he's
high
doing it, like,
DPS
he goes
characters
like
and solid play. I think to date, we haven't yet seen
Ryan, do you know what my
that like
pace is
really
right
clever
now?
magic
'Cause I'm
synergistic
not
crazy build.
running,
I think
We saw
so
somebody
far
try.
what
my
we're
timer.
yeah, I think what we're seeing so far is strong, solid, high level play.
Yeah.
Ralph and Wade pouring out the damage. You got a healer, you got a tank. Smart equipment choice across the board. You know, the gentle kiss, the master's judgment. It's confident, high level play. Cool. Is the streamer allowed to drop quotes from the non-streamer? Because I'm typing one in the chat right now.
What does that
Like
mean?
people will like
I wish I could
capture
hear them.
quotes.
I wish I could hear those guys.
Boom! I'm capturing a quote from you. Cool.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah, you're
whatever
allowed.
is going
Well,
on your stream is pretty.
Yeah,
fun.
you're allowed. I have a lot of quotes in Unicorn Hole's channel because I used to go there a lot, like a whole lot. The best one is "fuck you, Dave."
Well, I just grabbed a quote from Wiener. He was saying
Quoted by Dave.
he was complimenting us. Their sense of humor has me in stitches every time I watch. Quote, "This is why," quote, "I miss the first Wiener so badly."
Oh, you took it out of context. Cool.
I didn't know. What? That's not even a word.
Yeah, you did. You took out "this is why." You actually took half, like not the full phrase.
It's the quote.
Yeah, you dropped the context. You made him sound different.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's actually hard to do slow.
When are we doing our head-to-head pad versus pad contest? You and me, Dave.
Me?
Like that.
Never. I mean, I'll think about it. Never.
All right, we're gonna strip Metronomicon. Every time there's two at once, there's a double. Every time there's a jump, Dave loses an article of clothing. Every time the whole run is over, I put on a sweater. This sounds fair to me. Yes?
So I know better than this, but I'm gonna say that it appears as if Athrend is
First
entering
heal
just
of
a
the
little
game.
spot of trouble here. He was bleeding a bit. His health was getting. You know, I just haven't seen him below 50%.
Yeah, I haven't seen Athen like that. The combination of Gwen plus a healer means very likely you're gonna survive this mode. There's no great reason you shouldn't survive.
Yeah, and as I saw, I mean, his health
Quotes out of
dipped
context with the
just
best
slightly, like not even to really a worrisome level, and then he
Straight
just
down.
immediately shot back up, and it was no problem.
Cool is telling Elric, Elric type ID fart as a cheat code and go into story mode. This is cool.
See, this song is so much better because it's so fast. It's so
Do we
much
still
easier
have
to keep on
Elric
the
with
beat.
us?
I think on and off.
I was just muted. Sorry.
No worries.
I was going to go test the ID part.
All right. What's your favorite song from the game? What is your favorite song to play?
Is the future?
But this song on Ziptunes is like a
that
nightmare.
one is the future questionable or something.
Yeah,
that one.
I thought the feature would be
That
cooler.
right there.
Yeah, I like that one.
Me too. Yeah. That was one.
What was the other
I reached
question?
out for. What's your favorite song to play?
My
There's a lot
favorite
of
song
songs that
to
are
play?
on Ziptunes though.
That's a tougher one. I like the
Anything over 150
robot
beats
one
a
from
second
the-
is like, nope.
Methods.
yacht. Yeah.
Yeah, Benjamin Briggs Methods.
150
Something
beats
funny
a
about that
Robot
one.
is really fun.
We originally had methods just in a kind of a different spot, or actually we just kind of arbitrarily put it as the robot yacht captain song.
That's not
With-
true.
with
Actually,
it-
you're forgetting my
with the
explicit
intention of
note in our
moving. No,
spreadsheet.
it was put there at first, just not with any real intention. But
This song is so much
it wound up being so good with his wiggle that we kept it.
Yes.
It's harder to play slow.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't. I hear that song and I see the robot.
The song and the wiggle, the
This is
robot's
my favorite
dance,
song
that
in the
was what
game,
made
yeah.
it just a
Favorite
match in
song.
heaven for me. Alex asking, is this a public or
And I
private
was happy
Discord?
to use it for the trailer.
Dave,
It is private. It is a private Discord.
I don't see why people saying welcome, but yeah, it is. Yes. If you want to come and chat and text, yeah, we're trying to reserve the voice part for this Drisnaming. But yeah, if you want to come and chat with other peeps who've been chatting throughout the day on Metronomicon stuff, that'd be awesome.
I'm just going
don't
to clarify, though, the purpose of this Discord so far has been
Yes, sir.
solely for the competition, and it is for keeping track of the competitors and also the hype masters, and keeping us all in one place.
So you hate her too, then?
No, I like her. Whoever she is, I like her. I don't know if it's just a casual stop by. It's not for that. It's
So
for really for
I
the
realized
contest.
what I just did too. Cool and Athman saying slow songs might be a little too slow for them. Yeah, I prefer the super speedy ones. I think my favorite song to play, my two favorite are probably Buccaneer and Pub Step. I just love like
The slow song.
the classic triplet hopping. Tippy's asking, Smooth Operative's asking, he's playing on hard, right? Yeah, I believe that Atherin is currently playing on hard. Pretty sure.
He's about to kill to Dragon.
This is the song Master by Ghost.
Ghost.
Oh.
I always want to say Ghost. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like it's trying to say Ghost.
I'm not, if I'm going
Pronounce
to
it
be really
Ghost, right?
honest, I'm not sure that we're not wrong.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna say Ghost then, because that's what it looks like. But it's a very good song. I like it.
Cool says favorite song to play is Heavy Artillery or Flow Unlimited. Yeah, Flow Unlimited is fun. There's some stuff in the vein of Flow Unlimited coming up. Some hard stuff. It's not tomorrow's pack, so if you're looking for crazy hard stuff. Actually, since we already, I kind of pseudo-announced it before, I'll talk about the one song that's part of tomorrow's pack. There's a song by Popsky. I won't say which, but there's a song by Popsky that's part of tomorrow's pack. And I'd say that one's pretty tough, right? It's up there.
Yeah, it's a hard song, but more importantly to me, it's a really cool song.
It is. It's really fun too. It's almost like it feels like several songs in one. It like the first, second, third, and fourth part all feel very kind of different from one another. I feel like.
Yeah, I saw your tweet to him earlier. It was somewhat cryptic, and it also sounded like an invitation for him to write another song. And I'm not sure
No, he
if
knew
I'll
what
take
I
it
was
that way.
saying. No, we were chatting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a Popsky fan. I'm very glad that we got him for the DLC. And I wish I could say who the other people were, but I can't till tomorrow.
I mean,
The song has
it's
a
only a few
bad
hours to go.
album, South
If
album,
Wiener
very
people
good.
want a sneak peek, go for it.
Nah,
Then I'm
we'll
going.
announce it soon.
Somewhere.
We'll announce it in like 16 hours, 15 hours.
I was like, I got this.
That's
Oh
right.
shit, I don't have it.
That's the
I
name of the
know. We did it in
song.
the first pack.
You know how many songs are named that? Like,
Yeah, it's not in this
Really
pack anyway.
difficult song.
Yes, it is.
Is it? No.
Yeah.
No song.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sourcing. I'm checking.
Okay.
'Cause I was thinking it was, but I think I'm wrong.
No, it is. No, I'm not. You are.
Now I don't know who to agree with. Did you say I was right by saying I'm wrong?
No.
No, I was
the song,
right. I was right. Sorry.
The song you mentioned is in the pack.
Oh! Dude, I thought that challenge was out already is why I thought... What do I know?
Oh,
I don't know.
I didn't miss a note there.
I thought the challenge was out is why I thought the song was out. See, this is why I don't trust me on what's out. I can't keep... My memory is terrible. Dave is... Like, has a perfect memory. Mine is terrible. Anybody who checks the wiki knows that I accidentally added some DLC items to it at some point and then kind of only half removed them because whatever they're out now, right?
This one has such a funky beat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna turn up
actually,
the audio for the song because it's a slower BPM and I can't tell what it is.
that's musical
Oh,
choice.
it's Rumspringa.
So yeah, actually, since it came up in chat, I should mention, if anybody's interested in winning a raffle for some free games, if you tweet during one of Dem Dare D's Dare events during a matchup, and tweet with hashtag Metronomicon contest, then you are entered. Each time you tweet is one entry into a raffle for some free games. Maximum 2 entries per matchup, just so we don't kind of ask people to spam.
So is this what Pal was talking about? Saying that everybody's just going to be blind the whole time because he's brought Ralph?
Yeah, that's his... Well, so Ralph's strongest attack, it is stronger than the other ones, is Reckless. And Reckless pretty much blinds the whole party. So that's what I was saying, like Purify,
Didn't even kill that
Cleanse, Mend, any of the debuff removing abilities, they don't have a ton of value to me because I'm just constantly debuffing myself anyway.
And you know, like blind is just, it's not a problem for a lot of people who are...
Yeah. Some of
Pro
the
player.
really,
Not
yeah, exactly,
big
some of the
hitters,
really
big
advanced
hitters,
players seem to actually prefer blind because it puts less notes on the screen at the same time. which I didn't see that coming, but I get it.
I think we talked about it briefly, and it was just like, it's the same as colorblind. Like, when you're on easy and you have colorblind, it's like, okay, whatever. But
on easy, yes. Colorblind on something like miscommunication will throw me off.
But then, we actually put in colorblind before we had ever decided, before Joey had ever convinced us, actually, to change the note coloring. So once we changed the note coloring, colorblind got a lot more insidious on easy than it used to be.
Oh, for the Xbox color mode, yeah. What Atherin's playing on now. Yeah, that's true. Since I mentioned the wiki, I'm going to drop a link into chat. This link is to the Metronomicon wiki. If you're curious about where a certain item comes from, or what all treasure the sea lion can drop, or how scoring works, or how experience works, leveling up, any of that stuff, that is the wiki. And anybody who's interested in adding anything, whether it's some cool fact that you learned through the Wiener streaming, or something that you learned from playing, or even just like a cool guy tip to share with other people, I get really excited when I see edits on the wiki. I think it's really cool if anybody adds, information about the game that we made.
Yes.
Truly makes me giggly. So you're all very welcome to hang out there.
Elric's like, wow, he's already on the boat. Oh shit.
It really is just a pleasure to watch Atherin play this game. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's second nature to him. It's better than second nature to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna shill one more time before the stream is over. But if anybody wants to check out the game, I'm sure you're all aware, but it's on Steam. Here's a link. The real reason I'm sharing that link is come hang out on Leaderboard. There's a lot, or on the forums rather, is what I mean to say. There's a lot of people chatting on the forums, and that's another. I don't know. I think this is really cool. Like, more people have played this game than I've played our previous games.
I like during the most
people seem to be enjoying it, taking part in the forum, on the wiki, all that. I think that's awesome. I would love to hang out and chat and answer questions and hear what you guys want us to add. Seriously. So come and even just say hey, and I'm not joking when I say that. That makes me real happy.
I need my right hand and my left hand to communicate a little better. That would be great.
My dude is full health.
Yeah.
Almost all the time. Full health. It's a bit of a feat to remain full health in a Crabanzo and Shark zone. So I've mentioned before. But at one point he was AoE bleeding and he had a shark attacking him afterwards. For full recovery, like it never happened.
Yeah. Well, it's because, Sarah's extra big head gives her extra curative powers.
Who's your favorite big head person?
You don't realize how big Ralph's head usually is until you see him in big head mode.
Yeah.
It might be Ralph.
Yeah.
Groover, wait, I don't know, they're all pretty good. Like, Gwen kind of just looks like, I don't know, a doll.
Ain't nothing
Doesn't
wrong
look
with that.
as ridiculous.
Kind of slow.
She's cute.
Ooh.
I like the Gwen doll.
With a lot of triplets.
I like everything Gwen. Gwen is my favorite character. I didn't used to have a favorite character. You've asked me a few times if I have one, and I'd say, no, that's weird. But it's definitely Gwen.
Yeah.
And this is not out of character for me. I always wind up playing a paladin or a paladin-like character, even though she's a protector, and I keep trying to remind everyone that. But I go paladin in every game, and it's always an organic thing that I don't plan on, and then I wind up with paladin. It's my favorite.
Elric's got to explain himself in chat right now. I'm watching this happen in real time.
What's happening?
Okay, there's a lot of things happening in chat right now. I'm going to share all of it. Mr. Yonax asks, Elric, when do you play? Which he doesn't realize is rubbing salt in wound. Because Elric unfortunately was defeated. His run was truncated prematurely when he was defeated. Then Smooth Operative, Tippy asks, why does everyone have big funny heads? It's one of the cheat codes in the game. There are a handful. Again, you can find a bunch of them on the wiki, but this cheat code is Noggins. It's big head mode, and everybody gets them big ol' heads, which we did because it's funny.
So yeah, some cheat codes we are forbidding for this contest because actually for most people agree on which ones affect the outcome and which ones don't. But Noggins is fair game. You can be Noggins all day if you want to.
Noggins till the cows come home. Until they are easier to tip because they have a big noggin.
Mr. Yonek says, Elric, you should have done on easy, not medium.
That's not what happened, actually. Elric, if you're still on Discord, do you want to explain the fate of your run?
Noggins, yeah.
We'll see if he comes back. We'll give him a moment. And then there was a third question that I was going to answer from the chat.
So this song is kind of hard.
The fate of my run?
Yeah.
So unfortunately the stripper didn't arrive in time that I sent to Atherin Fire, and it didn't distract him enough to die before I did.
Stripper would have had to distract him within 7 minutes.
It would.
Wow.
I was hoping that I would last a little bit longer than 7 minutes, but you know, sometimes I think it's a middle-age thing. You know, this just happens with them. So I'm hoping to last a little bit longer next time, but yeah, it was a little bit unfortunate. There was some keynotes missed at certain times.
Yeah.
Speaking of missed notes, I just saw Atherin miss a few. That's I don't know if he's fatiguing or not, but it stands out because he never misses anything.
Mr. Yonax also asked, hey, there's an update in Steam waiting for this game. Yes, there is. Is that the one we talked about yesterday? It's been a flurry of updates this week, honestly. We don't announce all of our updates because some of them are just subtle quality of life type stuff, and I don't feel like people necessarily like being bombed in info. So we did put up a Steam update on Monday, which is, wow, only 2 days ago, describing the nature of that patch. That was kind of a roll-up patch with a few new features. It did a lot of back-end engine-y stuff that you won't notice at all, but it's all in preparation for our free expansion that comes out a week from tomorrow. And then additionally, it added note speed slider. We removed 2 cheat codes that sped up and slowed down note scroll and replaced it with, you can now just pick your speed from 4x to half x, whatever you like. Agreed with Dave. Yeah, I would say always grab the update. The update is always something good.
I'm playing with
yesterday we did an update that was a really corner casey bug fix, and today we did the same. Which actually, if you check the forum, someone was kind enough to report on the forum, and we kind of chatted it out to decide whether or not it actually wasn't a bug. It was actually something I fully intended, and I kind of changed my mind on. And so today was something I changed my mind on.
So for the one that speeds up, how fast can you actually make it go? Is there a limit? Can you just make it go as fast as you want?
In the UI, we capped it to 4x, so 4 times faster, which to me is unreadable. I can't do it. And we debated about, like, for me, maybe 3x is the highest I can really meaningfully read, or 2.5x. But we decided, like, well, people wanted it. Let's, who cares if we go too far? They just won't use it. But if you go to your settings file, which is in Metronomicon saves in your My Documents, it's settings.mtn from Metronomicon, you can change that value. It's all human readable. You can change it to 100 if you want. I don't recommend it, but yeah, I'm not even sure you'd see the notes coming by at 100.
You just created a monster, Danny.
What's more interesting is you can set it down to like 0.2, and then it's just this cluster of notes, like super dense.
To play, Ryan over there says, yeah, 4x is just about.
Well, I've seen people play treacherous things. Yeah, if Cool can't do 4x, that's going to be.
I also tried 4x.
It's going to be pretty hard.
Yeah. Sally's asking, did we get the Steam controller working on the game? I do have a Steam controller now. Mine does, and so I'm gonna say yes. There is one step I didn't do, which is to pre-map a default mapping on Steam for the Steam controller. And so if it doesn't work, I think it defaults when you launch a game to use whatever default mapping someone's come up with. So I can do that, but otherwise there should be a mapping you can look up in the mapping screen. Those mapping options, and pick the one that NoName1122 made, and that should work. Ryan says 4x. He has tried it. Is ridiculous to play.
Let's talk about for a second that the times that were set yesterday by Crumps and Ryan T. Russell are really good. And I'm looking right now, and I'm not sure that Atherin is actually on pace to beat those times. He's got about 5 minutes left to do it.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not going to beat their pace. He's doing great, but their pace, which is crazy, right? They never got yesterday's match. They never got more than 25 seconds apart in either direction, and even at the end, 20-second split, and that was with them crisscrossing each other 20 seconds.
Sorry, Ryan Trussell.
We've both been calling you Ryan T. Russell.
Oh my God, I've said it 500 times. That's why he hates me. say his name wrong.
I'm sorry.
Ryan Trussell.
Oh,
everyone.
you're the
That's how
boss.
you say that. So sorry.
Tried to time it so you're the boss. with that
But
last
yeah,
attack.
so I don't know if Atherin's going to beat those times. I'm not sure if he is taking it easy because he knows that Elric is already out of this match.
Do I have?
But I was kind of
my
expecting
right hand because
to try to
Inigo Montoya might
get a
do it.
personal best
What do
here.
you mean?
Yeah.
6 fingers?
Well, he did say at the beginning that this was his safe build, right? This is not his,
This is
his
true.
crazy
Not
reckless
last
build,
time.
which he also has. So I think he's saving that for later rounds.
Stop. Stop missing.
I love that shark guy, by the way.
He loves you. You look delicious.
Cool says, I thought you were Rint Russell. No, that's better. So
Yeah,
Atherin
Mr.
just-
Yonex, we didn't go out of our way to notify Atherin.
No, Athard was actually watching me and
Yeah, Atherin has the stream
chatting,
open.
so it was pretty
It's
obvious.
important to heal during this song. if
Unless he just
you're
thought I was done in 7
waiting.
minutes, then he was just really sad. He's going for the runners up.
Yeah, the internet's funny. Like we can't withhold information longer than just a few seconds.
Before the boss.
It gets out.
Weird things happen in the next boss fight.
I was doing my best to try to mod while I was playing. Didn't work out.
To mod while you were playing?
I'm on our chat.
Oh.
I was typing in chat while I was playing. I was trying.
Well, why? Why did you do that?
I promised
We have
you,
other people who can-
You asked.
No, yesterday that wasn't a standing offer for forever. Yesterday I asked you if you could help mod our chat.
Not
because we
during
were
your
gonna
own race, you
have- Yeah, it wasn't
crazy
to
monster.
live in our chat forever.
Though you can.
Yeah, you can.
We'll build a little cave for you. Cave
Be
gallery.
awesome.
I believe you're kidding. I think you're kidding. You weren't really typing in our chat while you were playing the match, were you?
There we go.
Of course I was.
Okay, well, I give up.
It was only between songs. It had nothing to do with my death.
Alright, I believe
I
you this
actually
time.
really don't mind the mines at all.
I am with Atherin. I don't mind the mines either. I think they're fun, but I don't find them super difficult.
I sometimes will step on a mine on purpose because I like the sound. I suppose I'm biased.
This is nice to like, hey, look at it, I'm streaming a video game. My hands is free!
Come on, go ahead.
I like Mr. Yonex's proposed rule. If Cool shows up late for his match, he's got to catch up however many minutes late he is.
Yeah, I think. Well, it was really tricky to get Cool into this competition because he's in probably the most opposite time zone to us
Right.
of everybody, and he's very busy with his school schedule, and I feel bad. We're actually a bad influence on him. We're ruining his studies. But kind of a condition to having Cool in the competition was it has to be in the 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. window on a Thursday. So that's what we did.
5.
If he
Almost
wakes
done,
up a little
guys. The
bit
home
late,
stretch.
we just gotta wait for him. Because it's worth it. I forgot to say, he's a leaderboard topper. We gotta get the top guys in here.
Emberly says, so who designed the robot to be such a freaky dancer? Ian, yeah? Ian,
We gotta look it up. We gotta be sure. I can't recall if it was Ian or Drew. They're both fantastic animators and they did a great job on every enemy in the game, but because it keeps coming up about the robot, we gotta find out which one it was.
I got no good way of checking off hand at the moment.
I'll look at the base camp later on.
You can't. That'd be closed, yo. Cost. That so
Oh,
base
okay.
camp is a project tracking app, but it costs per month to keep open, and so as production ramped down.
I'm about to blow your mind.
Yeah.
This is why I don't. Oh man, I'm gonna do this. This is my fault. I was trying to not say anything political on this night,
I don't know what's happening.
but I have to talk about the
You mean
fact
that?
that I have chosen not to delete many thousands of emails. I've saved them, and so I'm able to quickly check this by looking at emails that you would have deleted, but which I have kept. So all I'll
One of
say
my,
is
so
that
one of
I'm
my
going through
builds
about
is actually
33,000
really
emails right
bad
now just to
practice.
see.
Also, I didn't answer your hi.
Because
Hi,
I
Wake.
missed notes
I didn't answer your
intentionally.
hi. Hi! Hi! Hi.
And that's not good to practice.
Sorry, I meant to answer you, but we were chatting.
It was Ian. The robot, yeah, captain was Ian Zell.
Nailed it.
But yeah, I have a build where
Consulted
I
the emails.
intentionally miss notes.
Yeah, I think he did all the
And,
bosses.
That's not a good way to practice the game.
Wig asks, is there any way to put in custom character models? If not, would be willing
we're
to
just gonna
also
stun
insert
here, I
stuff
think. We're
from
just gonna go with
Minecon. Any way to put in custom character models? Not at the moment, but the way we implemented, our animation, it wouldn't be heinously hard. That would be a really cool thing to do. I mean, let's chat. Would people be interested? What?
I've got to train you to say no sometimes.
Well, no, I'm not promising to do it. It would be a non-significant amount of effort, or rather, non-trivial. It would be a fair bit of work. But skinning characters, stuff like that, does that appeal to people? I always figured every person speaks for 100. It would be.
Well, they're gonna say yes because it's not. They don't have
give
to
it
do
real
anything.
thought.
They
What would it
just have to
take?
wait.
What would it take?
A lot.
Not necessarily. I just press a folder for a new Spriter file.
I'll just say
Well,
this:
that's
I'm not testing it. 'Cause I have no idea what they're gonna add, and I'll never.
You're afraid they're gonna make a poopy monster or something?
No. I will. I can't vouch for every character model that gets created in the entire world in advance. I'll have no way of knowing if it works.
This is me. If you see a pop-up, this is me on my phone. This is how I take notes. I'm going to text myself to look into it. I have an idea
I have
that
a
might
build
be
where
easy.
I've died on the song before, and it's brutal to make it this far.
Meanwhile, though, since we're
But,
talking
but,
about
but,
ads,
but I'm gonna be honest and say
slow.
it's not a promise. It's an I'll look into it.
I lost the audio.
Mighty sorry.
Time.
The
What was
music is
what?
so much faster than
time.
the beat.
Yes.
It was like 62 minutes and change. But so was Ryan Trussell's time. They were 20 seconds apart.
Oh, late school. Nighty night. Or nah, that doesn't make sense. Morning morning. Is that a thing people say? Morning morning.
Danny, I've been trying to express something to you a number of times, but just things keep happening. I can't get it out. I talked to DJ Tatschen last night,
Yes.
and he requested that this is very out of character for me because I never want to add anything. I want the game's done. I'd like it
I
to stop.
disagree. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. But he's going to do an event in the near future, and he was wondering if you could have a shorter version of Gotta Go Fast. Because it's a very, let's say, speedrunny type of event
Yeah.
that he'd want to have a leaderboard on it, but it's Gotta Go Fast mode. It's too long.
We're wrapping up. We're almost done the build.
So in
We're
theory,
done.
is that something we can do? Just have
Thank
a
God.
shorter
I'm
version, maybe without the
sorry.
bonus songs.
Yeah, tell
like, pause
him
and
whatever
preview
he.
the other one.
Actually, another thing kind of on my short list of. I've been toying with the idea of letting people make their own playlist, but I do kind of feel like it's not that interesting. It's not that compelling a feature for the amount of work it would take. But yeah, in terms of us just making one time, yeah, ask him whatever it is he wants, and we'll make it available to everyone.
Now that being said, I just encourage him to do the rush, because he was telling me he has 2 time windows that are open
That's
to him.
not
One
time
is,
based, though. It's score based.
Yeah, that's fine, but it has a leaderboard.
Yeah.
But he's talking about he might have a long time or a short time. It's like, well, here's 2 things you could do. But theoretically, we could make one. I don't want to make something with a leaderboard that's orphaned that only one guy has. So if we do it,
No, I would just patch the build, and everybody would have one more G code.
yeah. So we'll talk about that again later. But also, Moojak wanted a shuffle mode, which I thought was kind of interesting too, like a mode that
How's
plays the songs
everybody
in a
doing out
random.
there?
I forgot about that. I had long ago in free play mode intended for there just to be a random button that would just give you a random song, and we never did it. It just totally slipped my mind. I didn't think about it again until now.
Well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna want to wait till the smoke clears a little bit on.
Let's get this next DLC out. There's too much stuff. This UG.
But Tatchin's thing is in like mid-November. No, it's actually. I need to read that tweet. It's probably like tomorrow. So,
Yeah,
no.
what I mean to say is
If
let's
it's
get this
tomorrow, no.
expansion out the door. We've kept putting more and more stuff in it. It's bigger and bigger than it was ever meant to be.
Now it gets.
Well, I'm happy
now
to
it
hear
gets
you.
real.
'Cause I need sleep. Eventually I'm gonna sleep. Not tonight, but like tomorrow night.
All right, Time to finish strong, guys.
Don't watch that. You don't watch this VOD and hear what I cut myself off from saying. Don't watch me spoil a secret almost. Nobody watch it.
I think you muted yourself entirely for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I didn't, but so be it. Ryan, I would love to play DLC songs outside of free play. Confirmed, absolutely confirmed. That is going to be part of the free expansion. We saw you and a couple other people ask for that on the forums, so there's no reason to keep that a secret. We are getting final art for it. We're doing a 6th dungeon, kind of a DLC dungeon. It's going to be accessible from the main school menu in story mode. You'll be able to bring your party. You won't be able to get treasure or EXP because we didn't want to like break the flow of the EXP arc for story mode. But fully confirmed, a week from tomorrow as part of the free expansion. It's just one part of it, but one of the things that'll be coming with the free expansion is a DLC dungeon, so you can play DLC in story mode.
Or is it Grumpus?
Grumpus. Yeah.
Like she says, take that.
Allegedly.
It was a great day. You didn't get a ticket.
The note speed slider was going to be part of that expansion as well, but we ended up having to do an urgent bug fix on something, and we had already built it, so it kind of made its way in a little early.
We're like 3.
Nah, you the best. You the real MVP. I'm sorry. You the real rock star.
So we had a lot of things happen today, but I'm just wondering, did you see final concept for that stuff?
I have not. It theoretically, it's on my computer in my Dropbox right now.
Right, so
I have not looked at it.
We might not. Maybe not Thursday. Maybe a couple days after Thursday.
That would make me
It's
very
almost
sad.
dangerous to
whenever
use
we
this
have all the
attack on heavy artillery because I know what track it's going to give me, and it's a very hard track. So we'll see.
Okay, we got crab bonzos and sharks. Crab bonzos and sharks. This is a deadly situation.
Tins.
Mecha crab bonzos and sharks. Wow, he's just killing them immediately. And I say sharks because I think from memory that there will be sharks, but I've only seen crab bonzos and wolves.
Well, there are some in this background. I don't know if it's actually this particular one.
Shark. There's a green shark. I don't trust a green shark at all.
You should. Never trust a green shark.
He's killing them so fast. I think that it probably has nothing to do with me and my warnings of crab bonzos and sharks, but he's aware that they will melt him, so he's just so aggressive
really elemental
that they've got a guy on site. Kill on site.
I'm trying to
Giving him tons of time to play
Oh
around.
my god, he actually missed a streak.
Yeah, it happens
What's up,
sometimes,
folks?
right?
Don't
Every
die,
once in a
Anthony.
while.
I'm trying not to die. Krampus,
He's
yeah.
mortal.
Krampus
He's
is
probably
in
just
Connecting
doing
me.
that so we'll believe he's mortal.
Maybe. Gives us a false sense of confidence.
Here, I'm gonna cue something up, a little sneak peek into art that we haven't even implemented yet. Because it looks nice.
I've noticed the running strategy of all these really, really good people are they tend to just live with the level 1s.
To do what?
The level 1 spells. They never.
Yeah, I don't
that,
do
right?
that, but
They
I am seeing
are
that.
just
It makes a lot of
constant.
sense. Keep your most used spell in the first tier, even if it's maybe not. If they don't do the most damage in that tier, just because.
So he doesn't overcharge at all.
Yeah, I do not personally agree with the strategy, but that doesn't make me right. So speaking of DLC Dungeon, you get a little peek if you're looking at the stream right now. This is a new relic that will appear in the teleport menu. This is one part of it. You can see I'm looking at a Photoshop file with tons of stuff that needs animated, a million layers. But what I have on screen at the moment is just one very, very, very tiny bit, but what I happen to have on hand and thought it might be fun to share, that is going to lead to our DLC dungeon. Sneak peeks on stream! Sneak peeks on stream!
Oh, nice. Okay, I was hoping that you guys would come to that conclusion, and I'm a happy boy right now.
Yeah.
Are you shocked that I'm happy, or are you just like relieved that I'm happy, or you don't care?
I do not care.
Are you relieved that I'm
I'm
happy?
always happy that you're happy.
I'm with this guy. I'm happy that you're happy.
All right. Well, I'm just curious, but I'm glad that we did that made that thing look exactly like it does.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Now that being said, the DLC dungeon is, despite needing, it's not like it's a fair bit of stuff to do. It is the smallest bit of the free expansion coming up. There is some really cool big stuff that is going to be a part of that.
Yeah, I mean,
Dave,
we
would
need
you
to
agree with
fully
that?
disclose. Yes, when we say it's a dungeon, it's like we mean that in terms of like classification. It's an area where you can go to interact with, let's say, a lot of material. But there are not. I'm just going to say there are not new enemies.
Yeah, there are, one of the things here is not new backgrounds and new enemies.
Right. But that being said, I think that thing that you just showed, Danny, it could fill a bald spot in the lower right if it needed to.
I got it.
Just gonna say it. I would love it if it
I
did.
was not expecting
That would solve
So
a lot of problems. No, in the actual dungeon menu, in
Nailed
the
that part.
DLC region thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. We're going to have altogether new
Alright,
art
this
for
is
that.
it. This is have your
Wow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Batten down the hatches.
Wow.
guys.
Okay.
All together, front to back new art.
All right, back to Atherin and his amazing skills. People have been asking a lot. Can you guys do game dev live on the internet? Like we just
Would
did
love
some.
to.
How did you all like that?
Yeah, what do you
We just argued, but very politely.
I've been
with
thinking it
ours.
might be really cool to like show a peek of us just finalizing the expansion. Like not tomorrow, because tomorrow I don't want to undermine the fact that we have a DLC coming out, but like before it comes out, early next week, late this week. Would people think that's cool? Live dev? I don't know.
I mean, they always say that.
Yeah.
100% of people say that's definitely cool, but do they stay longer than like 1 second?
Match, 'cause I'd be freaking out
Maybe
if it
not.
was right
Maybe
now.
they. Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
I think what we're doing right now is a little bit more interesting than live dev, but live dev is
Okay,
fun to do
alright.
during this for sure.
Yeah.
It hated me there.
So what do people win if they tweet out the Metronomicon contest?
So we're planning a couple things. Well, what we're planning, Dave, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, but 5 packs, so 5 winners. We're going to draw 5 names, and I think we're going to say you cannot win twice. But we're going to draw 5 winners and give each of them somewhere between 3 and 5 free games on Steam. That will include, so apologies if you already have it, our previous games, Concursion and The Weaponographist, and then additionally some Casito and Calypso games.
You should never apologize. Those make good Christmas gifts.
How do I win?
How do you win? Good question, glad you asked. All you need to do is tweet hashtag Metronomic Contest right now during a live active match, and then Dave will write you down in his handy dandy notebook. See, that was 2 things at once there. And then you get to win the prizes.
You get ahead
and
of
then,
yourself by 1
and
beat
then
on
like
this song.
a
It's like,
spaceship
no.
flies up, and then like a rocket ship goes,
Last song coming
and then
up,
like
guys, last
we are all in
song.
the spaceship. We're like, ah, and then like the pancakes for breakfast. And we're like, nom 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 nom.
So that is really the condition, is that it's the timestamp on the tweet that makes it valuable. It's not just tweeting in general.
Well, I'm not going to be super strict on it, but yeah, the idea is please tweet about our event while it's going on and use the hashtag Metronomic Contest so we can find that you have done so. And so that's the spirit of it, is please help us share our little game with the world.
I've been including people who are just tweeting at any time of the day, but I do have time.
That's fine. That's fine.
Atherin is about to kill King
Never knew
Flavius.
what lane is going to put me in.
Repent for trying to spread parties. When I say it like that, we sound like jerks, but the parties are killing people. That's important to add.
Last song hype. Last song hype. Holy crap.
I think retweets count, right, Dave?
Retweets?
Sure.
No.
Oh man, Slave Driver.
No, I mean, it's almost impossible to track retweets, really.
Okay.
That is true. That is very hard just to find them.
Elric, I think if you look down the list of the Metronomic contest, you'll find that some of the people who've been tweeting about it are pretty interesting people.
I love this part of the song. Hold on. This part right here.
They are. Some were hoping that they would win a date with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you might, if you do a search for Metronomic contest, hashtag Metronomic contest in the last couple of hours, I think 1 or 2 of the people who tweeted might appeal to you personally.
We'll go all the way to the top.
Oh, there's some very amazing people.
I just want to say, speaking of date with Dave, can we make the following
Kill
rule,
you,
Dave? Can we do this? Can we say, for every person who wins the raffle, you and I get lunch?
What? Yeah, we're gonna eat lunch a lot of times in the future.
Yeah.
So
I've had more reels with you in the last 2 years than I've done with my
You
wife.
do?
We have a wiener!
I love that that's the sentence that ushers Atherin into. Whoa, second place on the leaderboards.
55.
Am I just totally insane and not understanding how the clocks work?
507.
Well, the clock-
He had second place previously.
Yeah, that's exactly
Life.
right. Yep.
Okay, but great. Let's get him back on the call. That's me. I'll get him back on the call.
Yeah. I don't know how it's to Discords.
Hey,
Atherin Fire.
what's going on?
What
Excellent
up,
job,
man?
sir.
Congrats.
Thank you. That was
So yeah, we saved a
that was
little bit.
a nice
Saved a little
coasting
bit
in for the
later.
win there.
Yeah.
So
I
how
want
much
to keep
of
the pressure on.
78. I had your stream up above my game, and I was like, oh no, what's going on
Atherin
there?
Fire? Yeah, Mr. Yonax accused us of souring the competition by letting you know, but you let yourself know.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
know.
yeah, he was reading all the chats, I could tell.
I had every chat open. Yeah.
So am I correct in assuming that you were taking it easy a little bit, and,
A little bit.
not showing off? your
I am
best moves?
I'm saving a few things for later.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing confidence.